Welcome back, guys. In this lecture we are going to work on the protected route in the front end. So first of all, let me explain the front end concept also for the protected route. So here also the login and registration pages are the public pages. That means anyone can access. So user need not to be login to see the login and registration page. But coming to the home page, user should be able to log in to view the home page. So this is the condition we are putting in our application. For that you need to have some control, which are protected pages, which are public pages. So login and registration, as I said, these are the public, so we need not to put anything in this. So whatever the pages we have the protected, we need right now we have the home. So after this we are going to have the tickets, movies, theaters, all those stuff. So we cannot write the protected page concept in every page to check the validation. So you should be having a wrapper, or you should be having a separate component to check whether it is protected or not. So for that I am going to create a new component called as the protected route.js. So in this protected route.js only we are going to fetch the current user details. So first of all, let me write one component here, RFCE protected route. So always you have to wrap the pages in this protected route if you want that page to be accessed only by the logged in user. So this is the home page, right? If you go to the app.js, we have directly given the access in the home page. Right now I am changing it to the protected route. So first it will execute the logic in the protected route. If everything works fine, then only it will render the home page. So go to the protected route and take the children, which is nothing but the home page, and render it here, children. Now let's see, nothing is fishy, everything is working as expected. So here we need to write the logic. Okay, so that logic will be const get current user. So this should be async. So go to the users, I'm going to write that endpoint here, that means API call get current user. Nothing you have to send, just call the endpoint. So const response is equal to await axios instance dot get /API /user /get current user. That's all. So we are sending nothing. If you go to the Axios instance, only the token will be sent in the authorization, but the payload is nothing here. So go to the protected route and here have the try catch block. So const response is equal to await get current user. That's all. And after getting the response, let me store it in a variable for the time being. So const user set user initially null. So once if response is success, set user response dot data, else throw the message set user null message dot error response dot message. Even in the catch block also do the same thing. Of course set user null is not required. Oh, it's required. Okay, even after getting the data, sometimes the token will be expired and all those things, so it will throw the error. I think we are good. Could not find the name get current user. Let me import this. Not this, man. Yeah, use state is not defined. Let me define these two. Awesome. Okay, now you just need to call this in the use effect. Perfect get current user. Now let's see the output. Refresh, nothing wrong. And if I open the network, get current user, you can see I'm getting the data. So now let me put the data in the page. So first I'm going to have the user dot name, user dot name, or else just remove this and here put the user condition. So if the user is present, then only render the content. So if you see, always we are getting some errors in the React terminal. So if I make any change, so here you can see we are getting these errors. So this is because we are having the NodeMon in the backend. So even if you do any change in the front end and if you hit the Ctrl S, you will be having the server restart. So this causes the backend API issues. So obviously the front end will also get the API network call errors. So to avoid this, you have to do one thing. Go to the backend. That means root level. So have a file called as the nodemon.json. So in this nodemon.json, you can specify which files you want to restart whenever you hit the Ctrl S. So let me go and copy the content. Even I forgot that. So it has in my deployed version. So I'll go to the repository. This is my deployed version, nodemon.json. Yeah. So you can copy the content from my code, as well as you can search it in the net also. You will get it. So this is the code. So verbose true, ignore client. You can see we are ignoring the client changes to restart the server from the nodemon. So after adding this, you just need to restart the server again. Nodemon server/server. Perfect. Now go to the client, protected route, and do any changes. So it should not restart. You can see no errors now in the console. Perfect. Here you can see I got the Arjun. This is the name. Let me zoom a bit for the time being. 500. Refresh. Arjun. Now let's see the magic. So if I change anything in the token, so here the token first letter is E. I'm just removing this E, enter, and if I hit the refresh, I have to get the error. You can see I'm getting some error, but why there is no message? Network. So invalid token. Why? Okay, go to the auth middleware. Just response dots. Okay, let's have the 401 only, and go to the users.js and hit just error. That's all. Now refresh. Request failed with status 401, which is nothing but the invalid token. So this is because we are not sending the valid token. So that is the reason we are getting the error. Now let me go to the application and add the E once again to make it valid. E. Yes. Now I am getting the Arjun home. Okay. Now let me do one thing. Go to the home. Sorry, not home, protected route. Okay, so here in the use effect you are calling this get current user, right? So you have to call it only if the token is present in the local storage. If local storage dot get item token get current user, else you have to navigate to the home page. Navigate to login, and you should have the navigate button here. Const navigate is equal to use navigate. Okay, navigate. Yep, perfect. Now I am going to the local storage and I'll remove the token. Refresh. Awesome. So if the token is not present, I cannot access the home page. That's all. Let me go to the normal. Yes. Now let me log in once again. Arjun 123 123 456 78. Why 401? Refresh. Something is there. Okay. Let me delete this again. Refresh. Okay. Arjun 123 123 456 78. Login. User logged in successfully, but request failed with status code 401. Why? Already network is open. Let me check. Invalid token. Okay, so here you can see after the login it is calling immediately. That is the reason it is not sending the token. So go to the login. Instead of navigate, just use window.location.href. href is equal to home page. Okay, let's see this time. Delete the token. Arjun 123 456 78. Login. Awesome. So now there is no error even if you refresh. Perfect. This is about the protected route. And now once the user is logged in, you should not allow the user to go to login and registration pages. So it doesn't make any sense if the user is present and if you see the login page again. So you have to forcefully send the user to home page if it is already logged in. So go to the login, write the use effect, and if the local storage item token is present, navigate to home. That's all. Okay. Close this again. Yep. Copy this and put it in the register also. Use effect needs to be imported. Yes. Navigate is not defined. Okay. Const navigate is equal to use navigate, and let's import it from the React Router DOM. Perfect. Now I will try to access the login page. Perfect. I'm in the home. Even if I try to access the register, I'm in the home. So once I delete the token, and if I refresh, login. So even if you try to access the home page also, it won't allow me. You can see. That's all. So this is about the protected route in the front end. So in the next section, we are going to work on the state management. Thank you.